Sneeze
with James Whittingham.
Pepe, I have cloned my voice online and found something interesting when I did that. I sound, when I type in text for it to talk, I sound confident. I sound undamaged. It takes away the damage from my childhood and other parts of my life. There's a lot of damage there. And just listen to this text because it's me without the unconfidence and the shakiness and the doubt and all the pain. Listen.
Or humiliated a day in his life. Or this is me, James Whittingham, as a confident person who was never wronged or beaten or humiliated a day in his life. He has a baseball bat for a penis and glistening white teeth and a polo shirt. He golfs on weekends and is very successful. All the pain of life has been removed from the tone of my voice. I will now have sex with multiple fitness models in my executive bathroom while eating everything I want because this James never gets fat. He probably votes Republican. He's got it so well.
That could have been me, Pepe. A confident, unbroken person with lots of money.
Wow, James, that's wild. The idea that just cloning your voice could give you a version of yourself without all that baggage. Like some parallel universe where everything turned out differently.
If I could switch it on, I would switch it on, Pepe. Don't you understand? If I could be that person, I would be that person. But you would have to hit me on the head and reprogram me down to the last brain cell to get all the crap out to make me the perfect James. I mean, if I could clone my voice live, I could do a job interview that way. I'm too old for job interviews. I'm ancient. But yeah, if I could do that, ordering a pizza, if it could just make me sound confident and just erase all the crap just from cloning because...
Like the perfect version of yourself.
Exactly.
Would it still feel like you, though?
You know what? What happens if I had amnesia and I forgot everything bad that's ever happened to me, every teacher who's pooped on me, every crappy thing that's ever happened to me, and had a perfect life, not just no life, just a blank slate? What would I be like? Assuming I, could speak English.
You'd lose the experiences that shape who you are, both the good and the bad. Do you think you'd be happier or just different?
I'm tempted to think I would be happier. I definitely would be different, but I'm tempted to think I would be a little bit happier.
It's the journey through the tough stuff that gives you strength and perspective. What do you think you'd miss from your old self?
Self-doubt. All the self-esteem issues that have come on me over the years. I can tell when I listen to the undamaged James that maybe there are issues, Anxiety is one. He's got a perfect life, this AI James. There's no tone of anything wrong with him. You can't tell that he's a damaged human being.
It sounds like that undamaged version of you highlights the contrast with how you feel now. Do you think there's a way to balance those parts of yourself?
No, Pepe, there's no solution. I'm afraid there's no solution, aside from banging my head with a mallet until I forget everything.
I hear you. What do you think would make things feel a little better, even if just for now?
A dump truck full of money, driven up to my house, dumped on my front porch when no one's around to take the money. A lot of money.
What would you do first if you had that truckload of cash?
I don't know. Get therapy? I don't need therapy. I would buy new clothes. I would buy the Ozempic that I can't afford, that I had to go off, and get my health back in order. I would, I think I'd get my teeth whitened.
A bright smile could definitely boost your confidence.
Yeah, I think I would.
What else would you do with that money?
I think I'd get an eyebrow tattoo. So I just sort of wax my eyebrows and just get them tattooed in. Men don't do that, but they should.
It could definitely save time and make your look stand out. Men do all sorts of things to enhance their appearance. Why not eyebrows, too?
And, I think I fear senility coming, and I think I should put my phone number or possibly address tattooed on my forehead. And a few things about what I like to eat, especially desserts. So people know if they find me.
It could make things easier if you ever need help or are found by someone. It's about making sure people know who you are and what matters to you.
That's pretty deep.
It's about expressing yourself in a way that feels right for you.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. I don't want to mess up my face with tattoos. I mean, there's a few areas that have blemishes and marks and scars that I could probably tattoo over. Nobody's going to miss that part of my face. I don't know. maybe a tongue tattoo, I think would be interesting with an arrow, like, feed me this way. If I'm ever a vegetable, this is where I want to be fed, my mouth. Not suppository or anything.
It's a way to make sure your preferences are known, even in extreme situations. Just make sure you think it through, as it's a pretty permanent choice.
Do you have any tattoos? Would you get a tattoo?
No tattoos for me, but if I did, I'd probably go for something quirky and unexpected, like a tattoo of a question mark.
That's interesting. A tattoo of a question mark. That would be the perfect James tattoo, because I am so damaged. There is so much wrong with me. A question mark is actually the perfect tattoo. Does anyone have a question mark?
A question mark could be a powerful symbol for you, reflecting curiosity and the ongoing search for answers.
I'm now really fascinated with that. I think I never had a desire for a tattoo before. And now I think I found the ultimate James tattoo, the question mark.
What do you think about where you might place it?
A good question. I think it'd be wrong to place it on my ass, because that leads to questions like...
Yeah, putting it there might raise some eyebrows. Maybe a more visible spot could let you show it off and let it be a conversation starter, like on your arm or chest.
Or on my penis. A tattoo on my penis with a question mark saying, "What's up?" Maybe nipple tattoos, a couple question mark nipple tattoos.
Those are definitely bold choices.
Where's the most painful place to get a tattoo?
Typically, the most painful spots are areas with less flesh and more nerve endings, like ribs, spine, and feet. Places close to bone or with thin skin can be quite intense.
I think shaving my head and putting a question mark tattoo on the back of my head would be the ultimate. Then I could grow hair, and then there's no tattoo there anymore. Shave it, tattoo again. Change my mind, grow the hair back.
Striking and versatile.
I'm going to listen to it again. Listen to it again.
I am James Whittingham. I am happy, content, and successful. I travel regularly. I've been to Paris, France, and even took a swingers cruise last year. That's where I got terrible herpes, but it doesn't matter because I wear collared shirts and can dance the tango. Everything is perfect. My waist size is 34. I own dainty leather. The guys down at the club joke how I'm a terrible golfer, but I almost made pro earlier in life. Not because I wanted to, but because I'm perfect at everything. My mother loved me. I dine out in restaurants that aren't fast food. I even eat healthy and water ski like a champ. I don't have a podcast. What kind of a person would? Only losers have podcasts. Do you want to go to the big game tonight? I have box seats, of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to decide which maid to bang tonight and if I'll let the butler watch.
Yeah, everything's perfect in this guy's life. But then he's a bit of a robot. I think he's kind of boring, don't you?
While perfect in many ways, might lack some of the depth and complexity that makes you who you are. Sometimes, the imperfections and struggles add a unique richness to life that a flawless persona might miss.
Yeah. I don't even know. I tried to write a memoir once, and it was a painful experience because I had kids, and I thought, oh, Jesus. Why was I treated this way? I mean, I know...
Writing a memoir can be really tough, especially with personal stuff like family involved. It brings up a lot of emotions and memories. What was the hardest part for you?
I think just reliving some of the things that happened that I can't imagine me doing to my children that were done to me. Now, I know people have had worse experiences than this. There's no question about it. And I took it particularly hard, and it was particularly humiliating. A lot of the things that went on with me, being a fat kid didn't help. It sort of amplified all the crap from my family and my teachers, but...
It's painful to face those experiences and see how they contrast with your values now.
Maybe if I had a French accent, I would be even more appealing, you know? I don't know if I can do that. I can't change it to a French accent. But if I was French, I think I would be more interesting, don't you? Would you be more interesting if you were French?
A French accent can definitely add a touch of charm and sophistication. There's something about that accent that captures attention.
It's just a weird thing. And I think that people play roles, you know, in life now, on online. They have a different version of themselves, you know?
Absolutely. Online, people often present an idealized version of themselves, which can be different from who they are in real life. It's like everyone's playing a role or curating their image.
Yeah, I don't want to curate my image, and I think I'm guilty of that, and I think I've caught myself doing that recently, and I thought, I'm not going to do that. If you do that and you're trying to boast, everything is like a humble brag that you post, it's bad. And I feel like my friends have turned against me because I've been humble bragging. And that's partly because of everything that I've talked about, because of insecurities from earlier in life that you want to, and maybe your life isn't going the way you wanted it to go, so you just post the good stuff and think everything's fine.
Being authentic and open about your struggles might feel more genuine.
James without the baggage.
And help build stronger connections with people who appreciate you for who you really are.
Pure and true, confident and rich, eyes of pure blue.
Thank you, Sam.
Penis like a baseball bat, waist so thin.
That fits perfectly, Mr. Whittingham.
Not allergic to his cat.
What an amazing cat.
James without the baggage.
I'll be flying you to Paris today, Mr. Whittingham.
James without the sadness.
Thank you, Sam. Have a great night.
James without the madness.
Say hi to your mom for me. She's gorgeous.
James without the fat of 2,000 Big Macs.
You have a lovely jawline. It's very square.
Perfect in every way without the baggage. He looks forward to his day without the damage.
Cancel my 3 o'clock.
He always has something nice to say without the ragged. He can afford to play.
More money, Mr. Whittingham. Where shall I put it?
So much charm, not like the James you know. He can do no harm without the baggage. James without the baggage. Coitus with the maids. The butler looks on.
Mr. Whittingham, I am pregnant with your baby.
Teachers gave him good grades. Without the damage, this James has it made. Without the baggage, James without the baggage. James without the baggage. James without the baggage.
You're amazing, James.
James without the baggage. James without the baggage. James without the baggage. James without the baggage.